Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Ghost Revives, and in this video I finally got around to showing you my TECHNOMANCER firepower build. Everyone's been asking me for this build who's seen me live on Twitch, and today we're finally going to go over the build. You know, I'm not going to be spending too much time on it, you know, screenshot stuff if you need to, but there is going to be gameplay at the end, so wait for that. And yeah, we're going to be going over the build. Before the video starts though, if you do like content like this, if this helps you in any way, leave a like, subscribe for more content. Like I say, we're going to be going over lots of builds. I'm going to be giving you more and more content in Outriders. And like I say, come and check me out live. If you've not already, come over to twitch.tv. I'm doing carries for free. It costs you nothing. The only thing that I ask for, if I give you a carry, you know, maybe come over to YouTube, subscribe. But let's get into the video and let's check this build out. First of all, I'm going to go over the skills. This is the Blighted Turret. This is basically, we just want to be throwing this. Every time we throw it, we get a damage boost. I'm going to show you over on the class skill tree. That's all it does. Apart from that, it does nothing. Most of the time, I forget to actually use this, but it doesn't matter really. In fact, with this build, you could literally just use blighted rounds. That's all we're using. We're going to be using infinite blighted rounds. That's what does all the damage. The blighted turret is just one of them, you know, maybe when you're fighting an elite and you want that extra damage, throw your blighted turret out. It will just give you that little bit of damage boost if you really need it. Cold snap next. Doesn't matter what you put here. The only thing I use really cold snap for is if them enemies are running off. Maybe it's your first game on, maybe you're warming up, maybe your aim isn't as good as it usually is. Cold snap them in place. Like I've said, a lot of the time, if you've been in my stream, I forget to use Blighted Turret, I forget to use cold snap. You don't really need them. You can use any other skills here if you really want. Blighted rounds is a must. This build is a firepower build. We're going to be using infinite blighted rounds, and these hit like a truck, and they're going to be active 100% of the time with this build. Like I say, let's go over the class tree. I'm not going to bore you with it. I've done the reading for you, but in my opinion, this is the best way to go for this firepower build. Screenshot it, but like I say, we're going full firepower. Anything that gives you damage to assault rifles, toxic, anything like that, get it on. You can read through if you want, but I'm not going to bore you too much. I don't want this video to go over by too much. But there it is, screenshot it. Now over to the build itself. This assault rifle, the Earthborn Renegades assault rifle, I went over in my last video how to get this in literally 15 seconds. Go and take a look, but this is the best assault rifle for the TECHNOMANCER as of now. Why is it so good? Burst rifles, for some reason, do way more damage. Like I say, this is only an 86.6k one. You can get a lot better rolls out there, but 86, I run this build with an 80 for a long time. You don't need that much more damage. Like I say, I can run CT15s easily, even when I used to have an 80k version of this gun. But this gun comes with bone shrapnel. You want killing spree on it. Killing shots increase damage by 25% for this weapon for 20 seconds. Bonus deteriorates with time and stacks up to 3 kills. Killing spree is a must, and bone shrapnel, as you'll see in the gameplay later, it's the biggest AoE damage you can get. Bone shrapnel, like I say, it comes free on this gun. Secondary weapons, you don't really need it. It is literally just for transmog. On all of your armor, you're looking for bonus firepower, long range, and close range. I could literally get a little bit of a better helm, but like I say, with the gameplay, you're going to see I can run CT15 golds easily. But yes, you are looking for that bonus firepower, long range damage, close range damage. If you have to lose one, I'd lose the close range damage. Like I say, you're going to be killing them before they get too close to you. And like I say, with this build, it's that crazy that if they get into close range, you can easily burst them down anyway. But yes, definitely bonus and long range. Close range, you know, if you don't get it on your first pieces, keep looking for it, but definitely bonus and long. Now, for the helm, I have Bloodlust and Emergency Stance. Emergency Stance, if you know, is bugged at the moment, but it's a great piece of defense. I have only 2 defensive mods on this build, which is Emergency Stance and Mitigations from Death. But on my helm, I have Bloodlust, killing shots increase your firepower, and Emergency Stance, which is defense. You know, whenever your health drops below 30%, you get the Golem protective effect. For the armor, Captain Hunter. Great for taking down elites. It's probably the best mod in the game for taking down them elites because, like I say, we don't want to be losing our blighted rounds, so we need to be killing them quick. Captain Hunter, definitely a must. Mitigation from Death, like I say, this is our second defensive mod. Great. Killing enemies while aiming down sights grants up to 45,000 points of armor. We're going to be aiming down the sights a lot. Like I say, we're using an assault rifle, so this is going to be stacking up constantly. On to the trousers. Like I say, we have bonus firepower, close range, and long range. I have spare mag on here only because I carry a lot of people on stream, and as you know, we need to be doing the killing shot to keep our rounds. This could be swapped out if you're doing solo content. I like to keep it on just so I can, you know, if someone wants to come in, if they want a free carry over on Twitch, obviously they can. And if I do lose a mag for some reason, maybe they get that final killing shot on an elite, this obviously kicks in and gives us a second round. I don't really need it that much, but I do have it on just in case. And like I say, you could swap this out for something, anything of your choice. Maybe you'd put radical therapy on here instead to give you that extra damage. I like it just in case, you know, just in case one of your other mods bugs, you've always got that second magazine. Euthanizer. Great mod. Deal 25% more damage against enemies afflicted by toxic. Every single enemy is going to be affected by toxic, so this is giving you 25% more damage. This is a great mod. It took me a long time to get, and I did actually have radical therapy in here until then. Onto the gloves. Sharp Eye. This is another mod that took me so long to get, but it is a must. Killing enemies while aiming down sights. Like I've said before, we're using an assault rifle. We're going to be aiming down sights 90% of the time. And it gives you 16,000 firepower for 20 seconds and stacks up to 3 times. Great for damage. Hopefully you get it a little bit quicker than me. But yeah, Sharp Eye is 100% a must. Dum Dum Bullets increases assault weapon damage by 10%. Says it all there. Like I say, assault weapon damage, give you that extra 10%. Onto the boots, we've got Critical Analysis, which is blighted rounds increase critical damage by 15%. Aim for those heads, get that 15% more damage. And Toxic Lead. This is how we are getting back our blighted rounds. Killing enemies afflicted with toxic, like I say, everything's going to be affected by toxic because we're using blighted rounds, will instantly replenish 40% of your ammo. This is how we're going to keep our blighted rounds up 100% of the time. Like I say, this mod is super strong. It's a must for this build. This is what it works around. It works around your blighted rounds and having it up 100% of the time. I know a lot of people prefer trick up the sleeve. That only gives 30% of the ammo back to your magazine, but the enemies don't need to be afflicted with toxic. I see where people are coming from because, like I say, some of these mods may bug out time from time, but like I say, we've got our extra mag anyway. So if you prefer trick up the sleeve, which the enemies don't need to be afflicted with toxic, go for it. You can do your thing on this build, you know, tweak it to your liking, but I prefer Toxic Lead. I've tried both, and like I say, this is what I prefer. I'm going to show a little bit of gameplay right now because I know you all want to see it in action, but if you have got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Maybe come over to twitch.tv, like I say, I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Come and see it in action. I'm doing carries CT 1 to 14. Come on over. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you need some gear. Maybe you're stuck getting that CT 14 gold and you've got no friends to help you. You know, come on over. It is free. I don't charge anything for it. Only thing I ask in return is maybe come over to my YouTube, subscribe, maybe like the video, show a little bit of support that way for the carry. And that's it for today's video. This is the TECHNOMANCER build I've been running with for the last week on stream. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I say, subscribe, join the community, and as always, boys, stay alpha.
I think that's the last of the monsters, but that maniac isn't too happy about it. Here we go.
Outrider detected. Access granted.